afternoon, good evening. I am your host, Data T, and this is my channel, The Good Guys. Guys, today's story comes out of South Prairie, Washington, Washington State, and the title reads, Would-be burglar scared off by teenager with a rifle at Pierce County home. Okay, this individual, this child, this boy also is at the age of 15. Okay, guys, remember this is Kids Week, and I am highlighting children who use firearms to protect their siblings, themselves, and their parents. Guys, before we get into today's story, how about you subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment. Remember, we are on the road to 1,000 subscribers, and the only way we can get there is with your help. Remember, you can also hit me on Minds. You can hit me on Twitter. You can hit me on TruthSocial. Ask a question. I have no problem with that. I love to talk, especially about this particular subject. So, let us begin.
Burglars, and he had a little extra confidence. Dad showed him how to use a rifle.
Because it's not the first time this week their house has been targeted. The boy's dad, John Thomas, put surveillance cameras up after the first burglary last Thursday. The cameras captured these two men breaking his window on Monday. Thomas's 15-year-old stayed home from school that day sick. Thomas left his son a rifle, told him what to do if the burglars tried to come back.
He didn't show himself. If they don't know who you are inside, they are just scared because there is a person inside. And so he shouted, alarmed them. They vacated.
And Pierce County Sheriff's detectives say there have been several burglaries in the South Prairie neighborhood. Right now, they're not sure if both break-ins are connected.
Okay, so here is the question that I have. Okay, me being a concerned father, why would you put your child in a situation where they will probably most likely have to use a firearm? This is the question that I have for this father. We will go over the fact that this 15-year-old boy was able to use a rifle to protect himself. We'll hit that after. But before, if you knew these particular individuals were going to come to the home, have been coming to the home, did you do everything in your power possible to make sure that your son is not in this situation? I'm going to tell you guys something here. Something here really does not sit right with me. If your child was homesick, why weren't you home with them? If you knew your house is being targeted, you've put cameras there. I understand. You have done what you needed to. Maybe you even put this description to the police so that they can come and get these jokers. I understand that. But until then, do you just leave your son at home? I understand you got to go to work. Papa, I understand that completely. Especially now that I am, myself, me being a father. I understand, but do you leave them home to defend themselves? I have a problem with this. You know your home is being targeted, so you leave them at home? No, I think that's wrong. I think this is wrong on this father's. Even if you do teach them how to use the gun, I understand. You still try to protect them from this, from even the chance that they may use a gun. I'm all for children having guns and firearms, but you don't just protect them from harm. You also protect them psychologically taking a life. Not even most men and women, adult men and women, can go through that unscathed mentally. So I have a problem with this. The last thing is, do we have a problem with the boy shooting or using the firearms to scare off these attackers? Absolutely not. There can be the case also, guys, and I'll say this way, that if you're at home and let's say you don't have people targeting your neighborhood, let's say you don't have them coming to your house, and let's say you and the missus or the missus and the husband, you guys go out, you leave your 15-year-old, whether it be man or woman, at home, and he or she has the training to shoot that firearm. It's better that they have it and then not have it. It's better that they know how to use it, and it's better that it's there. But if you know somebody's eventually going to come to the house, do you leave them alone? Okay, it's completely different than not knowing. It's completely different than you know, a random attack. You're going out for a suit and tie dinner with your significant other, and then someone attacks your home. You have no idea that's going to happen. But I guess if I'm going to go to the same event, a suit and tie dinner, and there's somebody who's targeted the home before, do I leave the child home? I can't do that. I wouldn't be able to. And so that's the only problem I have here in this situation. Yeah, you put up cameras, brother, I hear you. But boss, you knew these jokers were they may, or even a possibility that they were coming back. I wouldn't have left my child at home. Let's move on.
People that commit burglaries usually do it for a living. So hopefully with these photos, we can get them identified and we can go out and find them and put an end to some burglaries that are happening out in that area.
So take another good look at the suspects. Crime Stoppers of Tacoma Pierce County is offering a cash reward of up to $1,000 for information that leads to their arrest. Call the tip line number on your screen. If you know them, you can remain anonymous.
Guys, you think about it, what I said, okay? I just don't believe that he should have been left home, okay? If we knew about them, he put the cameras there for a reason. He knew there was a possibility. He trained the son for this possibility. They just should have. That boy should have never been left home alone. That's my opinion. Okay, but the fact that he was able to successfully ward off these jokers, kudos to him. He is the hero. This 15-year-old boy is the hero. I am proud that this boy has been able to do this, and without the crazy psychological effect of killing someone, and even its psychological effect just by shooting the firearm as well. Okay, it's there. There's no question that component is there. He may need therapy for that, but hopefully that's not the case. Guys, I say it all the time, and even more so today. Good people should have guns. Good people should always have guns. Okay? And those good people, it should extend to their children. Their children should be able to use guns. I still have that provision that really children should not own firearms unless it's under the supervision of parents, loving parents. In the case of abuse, that is where I differ. And so the question must be asked that should children have the right to firearms, period. And I put a poll, a question in the earlier week. We'll see the results of it, and I'll talk about it in another video. But should children have guns? My opinion is under the supervision of parents, yes. So I guess they should have all types of guns as well, right? Good people should have guns. Good people extends to children. So if good people do nothing in the face of evil, then there will be no good guys.